This is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, as you guys know, right now the White House, they are taking into consideration sending out a fourth federal level stimulus check to everybody in the nation as a result of these record high gas prices. And they're even looking at proposals for monthly reoccurring checks. We're hearing the gas prices, they're starting to come down. The White House is saying, look, we're moving in the right direction, we're easing the pressure on gas prices. However, we're also hearing a lot of American people saying, no, this is still too high, and we need some more economic support. We need some stimulus checks, provisions, all the things we were promised. And what we're hearing is that what's on the horizon, what's coming for our economy right now is not looking good. As a matter of fact, they're saying a recession might already be here right now, but also there is all affordable level. Now on the state level, they're getting tired waiting as well. States, cities, and counties are passing their own checks, and I'm going to keep you up to date on those as well. As we're hearing 90% of the people that are eligible for those checks, they don't even know they exist, and they're missing out, and they are only available for limited amounts of time. And in many cases, you have to apply, and if you miss out, the money goes back to the federal government. I just reported to you about a new program in Connecticut. It's actually been out for 6 months, and they've only given out 1% of the money because they said it's too low profile. Nobody knows about it, so the money is not going out. Take a look, you guys. 14 states have approved stimulus checks is your next, and they're going to be listing a few states where they're saying they're probably going to be approving more checks. So let's go ahead and dive right in. It's an early summer sign of relief. More than a dozen states are seeing some gas stations with prices below $4 a gallon. The national average is still high at $4.69 cents a gallon, but that's down more than 10 cents from just a week ago. States in the Midwest and South seeing the biggest drop. The lower prices a welcome surprise for those hitting the road in Houston. So what is the price drop mean for most wallets? It's now about $4 less to fill up your tank than it was around a month ago. Why is this happening? Fears of an economic slowdown, which would likely slow down oil consumption, has sent world prices lower. Diesel is seeing a decline too. And what does it mean in larger context of the economy? Any of the goods you buy at the grocery store, hardware, for me, many of these goods are shipped with diesel. So the decline in the price of diesel is also helping you to essentially pay less for those goods all the way down the road. Experts say prices could go down another 5 to 10 cents per gallon over the next week. But it is hurricane season, and demand for fuel during natural disaster causing prices higher. That's the current situation right now with the gas prices. And take a look at this, you guys, under consideration by the White House right now. Link in the description below. This is a Forbes article that just came out over the weekend that says $100 per month federal energy rebate payments. Now, this is a proposal that came back out in March from Mike Thompson, John Lawson, and Lauren Underwood introduced and called the Gas Rebate Act of 2022, which would send out energy rebate payments of $100 per month to eligible taxpayers through the end of 2022, plus an additional $100 per dependent per month. So if you got a household of 10, you get $1,000 per month. Now, this has income eligibility requirements. You got to make $75,000 a year or less, and married couples must make $150,000 a year or less. Now, this is currently under consideration. This is one of the several stimulus check proposals for gas that's on the table in consideration by the White House now. We'll see if this is approved. We're hearing it likely happening right before those elections, whatever unfolds. I'll be keep you up to date. Now also let's talk about checks that have already been approved on state levels. Take a look, you guys. First off, we have California, where they're sending out up to $1,050 rebate cards. Now there's 3 different and income eligibility requirements to where you can get checks. I covered it in detail in the previous video. So if you want specifics on that California rebate, check out the video I did on it right after this one to get all the information. Now, in addition to that, Colorado, they're sending out $400 rebate payments as well. You can see Colorado intends to send out payments of at least $500 to taxpayers this year after Governor Chair Polis signed the bill back in May. Now, the exact amount depends on the state revenue totals, but lawmakers expect every full-time resident who files a 2021 tax return before June 30 that they will receive a payment in September. Also, we have Delaware. $300 rebate payments are going to be going out as well. In May, Delaware stated that they're going to be sending out relief rebate payment of $300 to taxpayers who filed in 2020 their tax returns. Now, the one-time payment is possible due to the budget surplus. Couples filing jointly will receive $300 each, and payments were distributed to most eligible Delaware residents back in May. Now, instructions to claim the rebates haven't yet been released for residents who have filed their 2020 tax returns yet. Instructions are anticipated to be announced in October, so if you haven't got it, don't worry, they're still in the process of this, but that's happening in Delaware as well. And as I mentioned, this is due to state surplus. We have $350 billion go out from the American Rescue Plan Act, a lot of money being pulled from that as well. Right now, states are flush with cash, and that's why we're seeing all of these checks. Now, also Georgia, they're going to be sending out $250 rebate payments, single filers $200, heads and of household $375, married couples filing jointly $500 plus. There are also several other programs that are found in Georgia for single mothers. For Black mothers, there's different programs where you can get monthly recurring checks of up to $850. That's going to be included in that comprehensive list that I'm putting together for you. Also, Hawaii $300 rebate payments are going to be going out in January. The governor, he proposed sending out tax rebates to every Hawaiian. Taxpayers earning less than $100,000 per year would receive $300. Those earning more than $100,000 will receive $100. Independents are eligible for this rebate too. So Hawaii is sending out checks. Idaho $75 rebate payments. I've given you updates on that as well. Illinois $50 rebates, Indiana $125 rebates. Also, we've got Maine giving out $850 direct payments. New Jersey is sending out $500 checks. New Mexico sending out $500. Minnesota $750 to frontline workers. This one has a time frame to it, so you must apply for this one very soon. I believe the cutoff date is July 22, so make sure that you apply for this if you were a frontline worker before July 22. This has a time constraint on it, and you will miss that money in Minnesota. Also, South Carolina is sending out rebate checks of up to $800 in Virginia, $200 and $50 rebates. And as also for ones that could be on the way here very soon, Kansas, Kentucky, Massachusetts, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. As you know, they're trying to get out those $2,000 stimulus checks. Now, also as the other ones pop up, because these are happening all the time, I'll be sure to keep letting you know here on the channel. So there you have it, you guys. That is the latest on stimulus checks.